All right. So I just made a sheet in my drive called Collision Lab. I actually spelled collision wrong. There, I'll fix it. And then I'm saying mass in kilograms, velocity in meters per second, right? And then mass. This will actually work for any collision, right? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it super generic. So then I can just copy it over. Meter per second, right? And then after collision, so I can copy these. Okay, and just put them there. Make sense? Save myself some time. And then, so before, so first collision is an explosion, right?
Yeah.
So before the explosion, I'll rename this one explosion, right? And before the collision, both cars are not moving. And that's going to happen 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this column can be total. Okay, wait. I'm going to need some columns here. So insert column right, insert column right, insert column right. So I'm going to need momentum blue car, right? And it's measured in kg meters per second, right? And then I can do the same thing here, right? If you double click at these edges, it'll automatically format.
To its size?
Yeah. And then this is going to be total momentum, right? So that's not the blue car total. All right. And then I can just copy these same things over here. You guys like it?
Yeah, for the other.
Yeah. And then I can double click here. Okay. So it looks like I have everything I need, right? Because the mass of the blue car can change. It really doesn't matter, right? I don't remember what we changed. Can you guys look at that video really quick for the explosion?
Yeah. What do I look for?
On the explosion, which car's mass did we change for the different explosions?
That's 1.5.
It looks like the red car, right? Yeah, it looks like we changed the mass of the red car. So the red car's mass went from 0.25 to 0.5. So I'm adding numbers in to 0.75 to 1 to 1.25 to 1.5, right?
Just adding the 0.25.
Yeah. And the mass of the blue car just stayed at 0.25. So I'm just doing the masses first because it's easy, right? And then the blue car after the collision, it's the same. So I'm going to say equals blue car, hit return. So the blue car doesn't change mass. The red car doesn't change mass. So I can say equals red car, right? You guys like it so far?
Yeah.
And now it looks like I just have to measure the velocity of the red and blue car, right? And then I'm going to copy this here, right? I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to copy this guy here. Copy this guy here. Okay? You know what? I got an idea. I could make this a little better. Column right, So I'm just gonna, I'm moving things around a little just to make it nicer. Blue car, right? And then momentum, I'm just trying to clean it up, make it simpler. It's not really a big deal, but I don't know if that helps. And then here I'll write red car as well. Red car. Delete column. Okay. And then just copy them over. That looks a little nicer to me. Sorry I'm being so picky.
So good.
But alright, so I'm just trying to make it clean and simple. So I need the speeds of the blue car, speeds of the red car. Right? So I'll open Tracker. And I'm just going to use Tracker to get those speeds. Okay? And then, so I'm going to move where Collisions Lab, Explosion. So I'm going to do the first one, right? And I'm just going to try my best to find the speeds of those cars. Okay? They're not moving before the collision, but they're moving after. So I'll go, okay, so I really only need their speeds after the collision happens, right? So about here, I'll make this my start frame. And then this is after they're moving. Okay. Alright, here we go. And
How did you get the video? Where did you get the video from?
what video?
The video to put into Tracker.
Oh, they're in Google Classroom.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do the first two. Jeremy, you do the two in the middle.
I know.
And Alan, you can do the last two. Sound good?
Sounds good.
But I'll do this one first, and then you can see what I'm doing. So first, you're gonna want to zoom in on it. You're gonna hit New Calibration Stick, and then you can zoom in. So I'm gonna get as close as I can right now, and then I'm gonna zoom on the edges and try to refine it a little bit. Okay. So if I go in further, I can see that I'm not really there yet. Okay, now I'll go to the other side. Not really there. There we go. That looks pretty good. It's getting there. There we are. So that's supposed to be not 100. I got to change the 100 to 1. So that'll mess up your data if you don't do that. Make sure you don't forget. So your calibration stick has to say 1. Right? Now I can zoom out. I can define my coordinate system. And I'm just going to have like put 0 position right here. Okay? And now I'm going to get rid of my calibration stick, my coordinate system. So I just click on, I define that to be 0. Okay? That's my coordinate system.
When they're together.
Yeah, and then I can make my calibration stick disappear by doing this. Good? Okay, now I'm going to create point mass. And then I'm going to go over to the next button. That's the auto tracker. And then I'm going to shift control click. Okay? And maybe I'll do the red car first. But I gotta zoom in. There. About there. I'm gonna get some red with the wheel. And it should track it really nicely. I'll hit search. And it looks pretty good. If I zoom out, I can see now the car is moving and it's tracking it beautifully. So that's what I wanted. Now I'm going to create another mass. Okay, I just go create point mass again, and then I'm going to click on the mass on the auto tracker. My auto tracker was already open, so I didn't have to click on it. And I'm going to click Shift Control again and do exactly the same thing with the blue car. Except I'm going to go where the white lettering is because that makes it really easy. Okay? And then I'm going to search, and I'm pretty sure it's going to track this really nice. Okay? So again, I'm just using this to get the speeds of the cars. I don't know why it got stuck on me. So for me, it got stuck. I'm going to... I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to delete it, clear all, and I'm going to try it again because that one didn't work for some reason. Okay, so I'll just zoom out a little bit, and I'll try to get this guy all over again. Hit search. Hopefully this time it works. Okay, looks like it's having trouble for me, but it's still doing it. I'm just gonna accept it. Okay, so that car is going pretty fast. I had trouble. I'm having trouble with this one. This is the first one I've had trouble with all day. Shift, Control, click. Let's try that. I'm just gonna keep trying new things and see if that works. There we go. Hopefully that does it. That did it. It works better with the wheel than with the writing. Cool. Alright. So if I double click on the graph, car B, analyze curve fit, and then I just highlight the data points I want to fit, and it looks like a 1.27 times e to the 0. E to the 0, 10 to the 0 is first power, so this is 1.272, which is a reasonable speed. So that's after the collision, I think. That's the blue car. So again, that's 1.272. So I'm going to add that here. So blue car after collision, 1.272. And also, I have an idea. Insert column left, video. This might help you guys get organized. That first video had a name. It was 435, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to write 435 here so I know what video it was. You guys cool? And then that's the blue car. Now I'm going to go over and do the red car. So I'll go over to mass A, double click, and then I'll okay, I forgot. I got to analyze curve fit, and then I got to highlight it. And that should be it. That's negative 1.149. Negative 1.149. Negative 1.149, right? So now all I have to do is add the two, okay? And for here, in this column, I can say equals, I'll pick this momentum plus that momentum is 0. Okay? And then I copy that. And then the blue car's momentum is going to equal this mass times that speed. And then I can just copy this down. Okay? So it's all calculated for me. And the red car's momentum is going to be equals its mass times its speed, but it's not moving before the collision. So that's just 0, right? And something's wrong. I put the speeds in wrong because these are the speeds after. Okay, I totally blew it. So I'm going to cut that. Those are actually here, right? Did you guys put those in? How did those get there? Oh, the blue car's momentum? Okay, so something's weird. Fix this. Okay, and this car is momentum. Let me try that again. Okay, this momentum is going to equal this one times that. There we go. That's what it should be. And those are all 0, right? And the total momentum should be this momentum plus that momentum, and that's 0. Right? And then over here, I'm going to say that the total momentum equals that one plus that one. And you can see it's close to 0, but it's not exactly 0, which should be the case. And then I'm doing, I'll do the next video now. Okay. And then you're doing, Jeremy, you're doing the 2 middle videos. You can watch me do it one more time, and then you guys should give it a shot. So I'll just close Tracker. I don't need to save anything. I can just reopen it. And then now I'm going to do video 437. Okay. And I'll start filling out my chart. So video 437, and
I got 439.
they're not moving. Are they 438 and 9, yours?
I think so.
438, 439, and then let me guess, 440, and then 441. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to do the second one. And I'll get this window out of my way. So this is 437 right here. I'll drag it over. And then okay. And then I'm just, it's literally the same exact thing. New calibration stick. Change this to a 1. Hit return. Does that say 1? I can't tell. Yeah, it does. Alright. So that one's good. I can, I'm not going to be that careful. It'll be alright. And then I'm going to put my coordinate system right here. And now I'm going to make them disappear. Create point mass. Shift control. This will be mass A. Shift control. And for some reason, right, like on those wheels, seems to work really well. Okay, so let's see if this one works. Looks like it did it fine. Nice. I forgot to do something there, so I'm gonna hit stop. I got plenty of data. I'm gonna make this Control Shift. I'm gonna make that my end frame. Okay, and then now I'll go over here and I'll track the other wheel. So create. I'll close this. Create a point mass. Why isn't it letting me create a point mass? This is not fun. Create point mass. And then I'm going to auto track this point mass. Shift Control click right on the wheel. Search. So it looks like I got 2 data sets now that look pretty good. Really good, actually. Okay. And so now I'll double click. So mass A looks like it's the red car. I'll double click here and analyze curve fit, and I'll just try to find the best fit line. I'll just use A, which is the speed. So 0.7648. So that's 0.7648. That was the red car. When that was negative or positive? It was negative. Negative 0.7648. Right? And now I'll have to do the blue car. So the other car is mass B. Analyze curve fit. And that doesn't look so good. I'm going to have to highlight the points I like. Oh, that looks all right there. 1.395. Okay. 1.395. Okay. Okay, and then this should automatically calculate for me along with these. Right, these should automatically. Whoa, something went wrong there. Okay, something went wrong. I think I put it in the wrong column. Sorry. This goes here. That was in the wrong column. That goes there. Okay, now we're happening. So equals mass times velocity. And then I can just copy those down. And this one should be something different. Hold on. L6 plus 0.6. So not N6, it's got to be 0.6. See if this works. So the total momentum is blue car momentum plus red car momentum. Okay. All right. So the total momentum should actually be 0. Okay. Darn, I know what happened. Okay, Control X. I put the velocities where I should have put the momentum. Sorry about that. That times that. Now it's fixed. Because, okay, there we go. Why is this? Okay, it's going to be equals momentum of the blue car plus momentum of the red car. There we go, dude. There we go. That's more like it. So I wasn't putting the numbers in the right spot. It's tricky. The only thing I should be messing around with is the speeds, right? And the velocity. So just this column and this column here. Those are the columns that I should be changing. And I was putting the velocities in place of the momentum. But you're just using the slopes to find the speed, which gives you the magnitude of the velocity. All right. So did you guys have yours or no?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay. Well, this at least gives you a starting point. So I'm going to stop the video because it's probably really long. But at least people have, hopefully, an idea. It's confusing because this is an explosion. This is the simplest one. But basically, this is all you're doing. Here, I'll center these. They look a little better centered. This is all you're doing. I mean, you're just looking at the momentum before and the momentum after. You got to find that momentum by measuring the velocities, right? This is red car. Let me see. Blue car. What am I missing here? Okay. Now, this is what I highlighted is what makes this collision so simple. Is you're not moving before the collision. So your total momentum 0. Should I do one more?
No, it's okay. You have to go, don't you?
I can. Yeah, I got an appointment soon. I can do one more. I have enough time to do that.
I gotta go anyways too.
Okay. Let me press stop. And then this column super important. I knew something was wrong because my total momentum in the beginning
didn't add up to 0.
Well, I know is 0, but in the end I was getting like a large number. I was getting like 1. So I knew something I was doing was messed up. You can see you should be getting really small total momentum at the end. And this shows us that it's working. You know, it's coming out really nice actually. Anyway, good luck. This is definitely challenging, but it's well worth the effort. Hope that helps people.